Wij gaan eerst op zoek naar Joel. Eerst de missies doen aan deze kant van de brug. Voordat wij naar de andere kant van de brug gaan. Hij is ook hier in Fairfield. Hij staat boven. Of hier binnen, dat is het ding. Facilitator calls.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What, when I could stand behind a
Oh, it must be one of my copious direct reports.
Sanitizer Magnus.
Adequate progress in my manual letters.
Pitchball card. Plus 1. Oh, daar krijg je gewoon permanent upgrades voor. Hier zit allemaal bloed aan de muur. Joe, hier staat hij.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
Remove schematics. Yeah.
Wait, what? Is that from Jackson? Oh, thank the law. Jackson and I are partners, see. He unearthed an unexploited protectorate technology. Promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's choice citizens. This is just the thing to put me on the map. Fast-track promotion to lower middle management for sure.
Ja, ja.
Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no...
Lekker hoor.
God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable?
Nee.
Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine, jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation.
Krijg toch
Try
geld.
not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Nou, dan hebben we deze man geholpen. Perilous Journey to the Grove. Dat stelde niks voor. Maar wel weer afgerond. En dan hebben wij volgens mij... Hier hebben we geen target van. Nee, dat moeten we gewoon vinden. Better than nature. Meet Inez. At the Town Hall. Dat zou hier ergens moeten zijn. Is dit de Town Hall? Het grote gebouw? Ja, Inez.
Hello again. You here for the show?
Oh, is die vrouw met de extra arm, ja.
This might be the worst performance review I ever seen.
De arm op de rug. Wat moet ik doen? Hoe moet hij
Yet
naar
you see
binnen?
fit
Ah,
to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my two old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new
hebben onze hulp
compatriots
nodig.
may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time.
Ja, ja.
I'll be waiting.
We gaan het meemaken.
With that out of the way, I'd care to make my introduction. I am D.B. Milver Street, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottieri, President of Promotional Material. Tell me.
Hey, how about we settle our business first? I did what you wanted.
Took you time doing it. I had you pre-marked as a casualty in my reports. I suppose I'll have to go back and amend them. Time better spent raising morale.
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Ja.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit.
D'accord.
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose
Misschien
that
kunnen we Ines
is my
recruteren.
concern. Now, where were we? Oh yes. I can tell you are a person of action, and I need the aid of such a person in Westport. Perhaps you may be willing to work with me? Though, of course, I would care to hear what you wish of Paradise Island first. Best to help another while helping oneself.
Oké. We need to get into the Fox Relay. Dat is waar. Witty. Think we trust this guy?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips?
Ja. Altijd eerlijk zijn.
Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed.
Though I should warn you that if you choose to do so, Commander Carr shall not be pleased and will likely refuse to work with you herself.
Oké, wat is je plan?
Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of protectorate yaysayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion.
Oké.
Yes, it is a grim place, but the protectorate hangers-on who remain there are anything but inclined to move on. Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the protectorate mind, how it solves problems, what it desires, how it can be swayed.
Lijkt erop dat hij geen gewelddadige optie voorstelt.
Or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold, for they could see the freedom we offer firsthand. But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone.
Klinkt op zich wel goed. Die andere was een militaire vrouw, dus die wil sowieso vechten.
Perhaps. The kit contains a wide variety of tools, propaganda, equipment, and more than a few confectionaries. Some items may serve as honey, swaying the yaysayers to our side. Others are blunt implements, crippling infrastructure to force the refugees toward Fairfield. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No one wholly resists Auntie.
Ja, we gaan het doen.
Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of purple berry crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him, woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian.
De hoed. Dat lijkt me goed.
Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses any strategic value. The Protectorate has no reason to defend a half-sunken town. Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Paradise Island brims with danger, even if Westport itself seems safe.
Danger lurks everywhere. Ik ga niet bieden om guns. Speak to the vigilant Hogarth.
She don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
En Ines die wil dan ook nog weer praten, maar we hebben nu eerst al deze quest aangezet. The Brainbenders of Auntie's Choice. One quest at a time. Let's go. Praten we daarna wel weer met Ines. Speak to the vigilant Hogarth. Die hebben we natuurlijk ook al ontmoet. Al wat dingen voor gedaan.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider.
Dat klopt, vriend. We hebben jou geholpen.
Suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh?
Gaan we nu doen. Ja.
Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport. I mean, sure. All the underlying logic's the same, if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which are a fair amount more complex. It's just... subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. so I was a mite taken aback. But I'm happy to help the system abide any way I am able.
Nou, goed bezig, vriend.
I assume those are approved protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides. Curativist Row is a fine sort. Pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that Weintraut fellow.
Ja,
Talk your
die
ear
Weintraut
off.
fellow die is al weg.
Kinda
Die hangt,
lonesome, but
hangt aan de
doesn't let
brug.
anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess. Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign. Think I care more about remuneration than helping my neighbor? Nah, I'd rather live in an honest-to-goodness community than be surrounded by them individualist backstabbers. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Why, things need to severely decline around here for me to even consider. Oh, shut my mouth. Could never leave our fine vigilant in the lurch. Fairfield. You don't say. Huh. So it's only here with our perfect society that it works our way. How fortunate for us all to benefit from such judicious guidance. That's a right intriguing proposition.
Kijk, we kunnen hem overtuigen met onze speech skills.
If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I do believe I'd scupper off to, well, you know where. Yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I owe him enough I wouldn't abandon him for nothing.
Kijk, we hebben die man toch mooi overtuigd.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. Just returned.
Eerst eens even met de Vigilant gaan praten hierboven. Is hij te overtuigen?
Outsider. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you. Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. When I look outside, I see people who are hardy and resilient, who trust the paradigm, who understand prosperity will
Ja, behalve jouw technician buiten, die hebben we net overtuigd.
I have the aid of key pillars of our community. Several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me. And our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers. But I know you've got more to do than listen to me natter on about the state of Westport. The Vox relay's your main concern now. Farewell now.
Nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need.
Secure the defections. Is dat mijn optie? Undermining enough important structures. of persuading enough of the key subjects. You convinced interim chief mechanist Pinky. Charlton. Oh ja. Charlton, die is al verdwenen. Ik moet 3 van zijn mensen overtuigen. 3 van zijn trouwe mensen. Waarvan we er dus 1 al hebben gedaan.
Stranger.
Misschien wel zijn arts.
Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly?
Yeah.
Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. We have more sense of community than other places, which I couldn't imagine getting by without. Before the invasion, Automechs took care of most things. I had plenty of time for my interests. Forays into nature, socializing. Must say I do look forward to mealtime around here. Arcadian tenderloin in particular remains a favorite. Hard to find a bad meal in the Protectorate, though. Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you. Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you?
Ja, je kunt in Fairfield gaan wonen. Ja.
They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our societies are sworn enemies. This is dangerous talk, friend. We've already been branded traitors. If we give them any excuse now, they'll send in the arbiters directly. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face
Kijk, dan hebben we haar ook overtuigd.
or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though.
Ik heb geen medical. Ik heb wel dit gevonden.
Well, now, that should do nicely.
Toevallig ergens anders
Hope those
gevonden.
crabbles didn't give you too much trouble. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here.
Kijk, per
Seems
toeval
like in
een quest
Fairfield,
item
I
gevonden.
can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives.
Ja, dat klinkt logisch.
All right, be careful out there.
Ja, dan hebben wij nu dus zijn belangrijkste personeel overtuigd. En die ene dude, die hebben wij weggekregen hier.
Outsider. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you. What utter nonsense. How can you say that? Now, when I have automech parts in hand. No, your timing is absurd. Your wit, witless. Do tend to differ. Seems to me we're persevering. Demonstrating a mixture of aplomb, grit, and tenacity even. Last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away, and our people are too.
Yeah.
But it's not everyone, is it? I'm sure it's not. The majority of my subjects are steadfastly loyal, resolute, right as rain. Things are fine. Everyone's fine. They deserve better. Huh. They do, don't they? I've tried to tell myself it's better to die a subject of the great protectorate than live a life driven by freedom. But you may be right. Regardless, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission. But if they want it, they shall have it. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. But I will be staying. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No.
Je hoort bij een volk,
stay
jongen.
here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve. My former subjects jumped at the chance to abandon Westport. They don't need me.
Hmm.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
I suppose my duty to my people remains.
Kijk, ook alweer overtuigd. Goede keuzes maken.
All right. I'll go. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain.
Yeah.
All right then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
Return to Minister Milver Street. Halen we die er weer even bij. In de stad. En dan hebben wij iedereen overtuigd. Tegen alle verwachtingen in. Om toch mee te gaan. Naar Fairfield.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the protectorate folks presented, liberating.
Ines die staat daar ook nog steeds. Nou, Ines die zal toch moeten wachten. Eén voor één.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Ah. Acquire more ammo.
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn. That's appreciated, Commander. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. Let's just say my ambitions were bigger than my talents after I recovered from Horizon Point. Still believed I could change the world back then. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed?
Ja, jij kan ammo craften, heb ik gehoord. Field tinkering.
Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Crafting. Maak ammo. Repeating rifle explosive rounds. Nou, dat lijkt me een beetje te veel van het goede. Compact rounds. Kijk. Acquire more ammo. Bij deze gedaan.
All done in there?
Was hoping we could chat.
Ja, rustig Ines. Stap voor stap.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. Had anyone asked, I would have bet a year's pay against your capturing the hearts and minds of the denizens of Westport, and it seems I would have been out a great deal of bits. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts?
Ja.
Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an investment I am ready to make. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt.
Nou, graag gedaan, minister. 1000 XP, lekker hoor.
Now be off. I've many refugees to see to.
Requires melee, dan kan ik gewoon op zijn bek slaan.
Indeed. And I'm pleased Vigilant Hogarth presented you with that writ of conscription to ease your entry to the Vox. All's well that ends well, yes? Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
Kijk, The Brainbenders of Auntie's Choice. Hebben we daarmee gehaald. En ik heb dus een nieuwe hoed gekregen. Kunnen we dat toch vergelijken met mijn huidige hoed? Maar dit is mijn huidige hoed. Monocular Target Finder. Meer weak spot damage. Die hoed van hem. Meer critical chance. Meer critical damage. Ja, dit lijkt me wel wat. Zo. Nog een nieuw pakje. Heb ik ook nog hier, ja. Evasion chance. Ja, voor de armor hoef ik het allemaal niet te doen. Deze twee hebben 5 armor. Critical hit chance. Dit is weer een shotgun deze. Maar dit is al mijn huidige wapen. Ja. Nee, repeating rifle. Ja. Die wil ik comparen. Een light revolver. Designated light revolver. Hij doet gewoon veel meer damage. 43. En hoe zit ik in de melee wapens? Meer echt een shotgun. Maar goed, we hebben die quest afgerond. Dan kunnen we mooi in de volgende video alsnog wel met Ines gaan praten. Denk ik. En dit is pas voor aan de overkant. Ja, Better Than Nature, meet Ines. Dat wordt de volgende missie. In de volgende video. Ik zou zeggen graag tot dan. Joejoe.